Sad news on the front of Ernest Nuamah. The Ghanaian is set to be out for a lengthy spell. In his side's game over the weekend, Nuamah, after just 7 minutes, suffered an unfortunate injury, which means now that he will be out for a lengthy spell. We'll look at the details of that. We're also going to talk about KAMALDEEN SULEMANA and his Southampton side. They've set an unprecedented record, a record they don't want. They have become the fastest club to become relegated. With 7 games to spare and a loss to Tottenham Hotspur, they have suffered relegation from the English Premier League. From where they came, they have gone back to. The under-15 side have won the 2025 Mondialito Promise Tournament. More pictures coming in on that front. So have a look at all that today. Subscribe if you haven't, leave a like on the video, and a shout out at the end of today's video is imminent. We'll jump right into it, and first start off from the camp of Ernest Nuamah. Unfortunate news coming in is that the Ghana international is set to spend a significant amount of time on the sidelines after suffering a devastating cruciate ligament rupture following during Olympic Lyon's League One clash against Lille on Saturday. The knee again. The injury, which occurred in just the 5th minute of the game, he played just 7 minutes, followed a ground duel with Lille defender Gabriel Gudmundsson. Unfortunately, Nuamah came off worse off in the challenge and had to be substituted early, with Ryan Cherky taking his place. Lyon eventually thumped Lille 2-1. But the victory was overshadowed by the worrying setback to their talented winger. Initial assessments suggest Nuamah could be out for 6 to 12 months, potentially missing out on all the rest of the qualifiers for the Black Stars. While a complete rupture requiring surgery and extensive rehab could stretch the recovery to at least a year. Crazy. In some cases, full recovery can take up to 2 years, and we know the story of Daniel Kofitra. He's suffering something similar, particularly if complications arise. The injury is a huge blow, not only to Lyon's campaign, but also to Ghana national team, which values Ernest Nuamah. He was on the score sheet in that game versus Chad at the Accra Sports Stadium. His pace and creativity and work ethic are invaluable to the team. As he begins his long road to recovery, the football community in Ghana and beyond will be rallying behind the 21-year-old. Prayers up to him. Hopefully, it's not as bad as we have hearing right now, and he can come back stronger, fitter, better, and to his utmost best eventually. This is not good news for such a young, promising talent. Injuries are the only thing that deter or that derail the progress of players like Ernest Nuamah. I'm feeling sad for him, and I hope that this news you are getting is not as bad as it seems. 7th minute, he was substituted in that game, and he had to make way because of a ruptured cruciate ligament. The knee, that knee, it's so painful. Recovery is so long, and we wish him a speedy one at that. Another Ghanaian is having some bad news, and it is KAMALDEEN SULEMANA. He's heading back to where he came from with Southampton. It's not looking good for him. With 7 games to spare, Southampton were relegated from the English Premier League on Sunday, April 6th, following a loss to Tottenham Hotspur. The fastest relegation ever. Yes, the fastest relegation ever. With 7 games to spare, the Saints have struggled all season and have been rooted to the bottom of the league table since early November. Crazy. Having won just 1 of their 20 fixtures. Sulemana has been one of the impressive players for Southampton this term, with 1 goal in 19 league appearances. Former Right to Dream Academy player moved to St. Mary's in January 2023 from French side Rennes, where he made 34 appearances, scored 5 goals, and provided 2 assists. You might be wondering whether he should have stayed at Rennes, whether he should have stayed put and developed his talent. Being with the Saints has not served him well, and the relegation beckons once again. Should KAMALDEEN SULEMANA leave this club and move on to another one? Where should he go next? Should he stick with them and help them come back once again? Can they stay up when they come back once again? A lot of questions I have to ask, but it's unfortunate news there. KAMALDEEN SULEMANA and his club side Southampton are out of the English Premier League. 2 more spaces left for the relegation battle, and it looks like with this one here gone, we wonder who will follow suit. It looks like those that came back more or less going back. Leicester City also on the verge. Jordan Ayew and his club side, unfortunately, they are without Fatau Ishahaku, who made a return to the English Premier League after being so integral to his team's success in the championship. And it will be painful to see him go back when he more or less did not have a part to play in making that happen. He looked promising in his very first game, but unfortunately, this one here, things did not go according to plan. The Ghana under 15 side national team declared the 2025 Mondialito Promise Tournament with a convincing 4-1 victory over Maccabi Tel Aviv in the final. After securing 2 solid wins on the opening day, Coach Yao Preko's boys maintained their dominance on day 2, defeating Maccabi Petah 2-0 and thrashing Hapoel Tel Aviv 4-0 to seal a spot in the final. In a rematch of the tournament opener, Ghana once again faced Israeli champions Maccabi Tel Aviv. Goals from Robinho Gavi, James Ofori, Ebenezer Ij, and Abdullahi Aziz Issa gave Ghana a comfortable lead before Maccabi Tel Aviv put one back in the final minute. Wenger and John Andor was named the best player of the tournament, capping off a brilliant campaign for the young Ghanaians. So congratulations to them. We wish them all the very best. These are prospective kids that will be taking over the reins of Ghana football when they are developed fully. So, shout outs. So, give a couple of shout outs. Ernest Danfo, appreciate your comment from our last video. Bredu Jonas, appreciate your comments from our last video. Kwame Akufu, appreciate your comments from our last video. Anizam Rose, appreciate your comments from our last video. And Paul Kofi Nyame, thank you so much for your comments in our last video. Talking to you about KAMALDEEN SULEMANA's team getting relegated, and Ernest Nuamah's injury. 6 to 12 months is the prognosis, initial prognosis. We hope it's better. And the under 15 side doing Ghana proud in Israel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your week.